Hey guys, ever since my video A Step Back to Battlefield 3, I've been basically hooked on Battlefield 3 and I've been playing it almost non-stop. I've been streaming it more or less every single day ever since, because I've just been having so much fun, because it works. I love the mechanics, I love the shooting mechanics. I'm not that big of a fan of the suppression mechanic in Battlefield 3, because that suppression is basically the worst suppression mechanic out of Battlefield 3, 4, Hardline, and Battlefield 1. But other than that, I just love Battlefield 3. This was back when I really got serious about shooter games, because it had my most loved class, the Recon. Of course, most shooter games have got a Recon or a Sniper class, I know that. But no game, as of yet, to this day, not Battlefield 4, not Bad Company 2, not Battlefield Hardline, or even Battlefield 1, has given me the same satisfaction from sniping that Battlefield 3 gave me. Battlefield 3 sniping is, in my opinion, the best sniping in any shooter game I've ever tried. It's consistent, it just works, and it's just awesome. And not only that, for some reason, I feel like the sidearms in Battlefield 3 are way more consistent than in Battlefield Bad Company 2, than in Battlefield 4 and in Battlefield 1. My two favorite weapons from Battlefield 3 were the M1911 handgun and the Rex revolver. Those two are just amazing, and they're so accurate and so awesome. So even when playing as a sniper and I was getting into situations and ranges where basically my sniper were not gonna cut it, I could still rely on my sidearms because they were awesome and consistent. I feel like a lot of that accuracy and consistency got lost in Battlefield 4. Let's just take the Rex for example. It's just not as good in Battlefield 4 as it is in Battlefield 3. The hipfire and the aim down sight accuracy is just amazing, and I just can't put into words how freaking satisfying sniping and using sidearms in Battlefield 3 is. Of course, there's the issues with the netcode, that a lot of the time you're gonna get shot around the corner, or when you duck behind cover, it's still gonna hit you because the tick rate on the servers is still 30 Hz compared to Battlefield 4, where they basically improved the tick rate to 40 Hz, 60 Hz, and 100, and I also think 120 Hz. So even though Battlefield 4 has come a long way, and I would say that still Battlefield 4 is the most refined Battlefield game and most refined shooter game I've ever played, still using a sniper in Battlefield 4 is not as rewarding or satisfying as in Battlefield 3. Yes, DICE LA improved Battlefield 4 a whole lot, and it did also improve the sniping, so at the end of Battlefield 4's cycle before newer Battlefield titles were getting released, I started sniping again, but it still wasn't as consistent and as satisfying as in Battlefield 3. And of course, looking aside from my favorite feature from Battlefield 3, which is sniping, I know I'm a fanboy when it comes to sniping, but it's not just camping at long ranges that makes getting those long range headshots feel so satisfying. It's my high risk, high reward PTFO aggressive gameplay style. I like to just get onto the objective and move in between them as efficiently and as fast as possible, while still staying around and clearing enemies that could potentially backcap us. And when I do that as a sniper, I can also look up in the hills to people who are sniping, especially in Karg Islands. Because more often than not, either in the tower or up on the mountain, you're gonna find 5 snipers looking at you. So it's just awesome running around with the JNG 90 with an 8x scope on it, playing aggressively and doing it well, getting nice kill streaks even when in close quarter combat. And then you could basically look to the mountains, and then you could get a few awesome long range headshots. So you were basically playing PTFO and still taking care of the snipers and the campers, which was also one of my all-time favorite pastimes in Battlefield 3. Either camping the campers or just dealing with the campers in general. Sometimes I would go up into the mountains on Karg Island only to deal with those guys camping up there. And I would stay up there, not trying to snipe or camp people down by the objectives who were trying to capture, because I don't really want to camp that much, but just to stay up there and make sure that all of the people who constantly tries to go up there to camp are gonna have to deal with me. They are gonna have to go through me. So I've basically been playing Battlefield 3 with some of my friends over and over and over, and it brings back so many awesome memories from back when I played Battlefield 3 almost full time, way back before I even considered doing YouTube. And I just miss that. I just miss the amount of teamwork. So infantry is still my favorite playstyle in Battlefield 3. Fair enough, anti-air or LAVs and tanks, they're all welcome. I enjoy them. It adds more immersion and adds more objectives or more challenge to the game. But the attack chopper and the way that it can just camp is pissing me off, just to say it, but the attack chopper is just broken right now, and I dislike it. But other than that, I've just been enjoying Battlefield 3 in general. And while streaming, some people were in asking, is Battlefield 3 worth it now? Should I get it? And I would say that if you had to pick any of the Battlefield titles out right now, I would go with Battlefield 3, even though it's gonna take some time getting into, because you need to unlock the good weapons, and you need to master them, and you need to, of course, master the recoil and the visual recoil. And you gotta get over the wall of people constantly killing you, or you're getting spawn killed, or you spawn in and you die for some weird reason. And of course the attack heli. You gotta get over those hurdles. But other than that, what you get for your money is just a full-fledged awesome game. Of course I would recommend getting the premium so you get all of the maps, so you can play everything and you get all of the weapons available to you. But the player base is still amazingly healthy. Constantly, no matter what time of day I log in and I want to play Battlefield 3, there's 10 servers with 64 players in them. And that's just Conquest Large. Almost no matter what region and what time of day you're trying to play, you're gonna find full servers or servers just running the game mode you want to play with the amount of players that you want to play. So considering the fact that this game is quite old, it's still amazingly healthy, and you're gonna find a healthy player base. So if you're considering getting Battlefield 3, or if you're considering playing it, installing it back up and then start playing it again, I do recommend give it a go, because nostalgia is not a bitch in this case. Battlefield 3 was and still is an amazing game, and I do wholeheartedly recommend you to either get it or to re-download, reinstall it and start playing, because boy, it's fun and it's satisfying and the sniping is awesome. Okay, I guess you guys get it now. Let me guys know in the comments down below what your favorite Battlefield title was. Do please let me know in the comments below, because my two favorites has got to be Battlefield 3 and Battlefield 4. Battlefield 3 because of the amazing sniping gunplay mechanics and just the overall gameplay. Battlefield 4 is kind of the same except with the sniping mechanics. And then of course also the amount of customizing you can do in Battlefield 4 is just amazing. So do let me know in the comments down below, guys, and I hope to see you guys in the next one.